not been as long this time. I think it's only been a couple weeks, but I wanted to come back before October because I have a lot of plans and a few things to show you. And I am coming to you Friday, September 29th. It's really, really early in the morning, but it's about the only time I've got to do right now. So I am sitting in a new spot, my current stitchy spot, or where my videos are done, like right over there. See? Yay! I just thought I'd try something different, and I've got more area to spread out, I guess. And plus I got the TV right in front of me, even though you guys can hear it. Just something to look at. So this has been, I haven't stitched as much this time, but I have been finishing and FFOing a lot. Very, 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 very much. So the pumpkin that I showed you before, this is what I've got so far. I'm so happy with this. The only reason why I paused on this is because I just bought today some fusible fleece to put on here so I can put it back on it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to hang it. If I'm going to put the hangers like a loop up here, or if I'm going to attach them to the back so they're kind of invisible loops. I'm not sure, but I love it. So there is the dark orange and the regular orange, and then the green. I just love the accent. And getting back into some basic sewing skills to do that. Once I got to that point and I couldn't go any further, I was still on a kick to finish. So a couple days later, I picked up Peter. Sorry, it's all being washed out because I think of my light and the computer screen probably. So I wanted to give him a little bit more room around the border, but I measured right, but marked it and sewed the wrong place, but that's okay. So I put the brown fabric on the front that I showed you and the orange on the back. Then I bought this crash ribbon. I'm missing a color, but I can't remember what I've done with it. Anyways, I wanted to buy a spool of the regular ribbon, but then I didn't like it as much. So I went over to the scrapbooking aisle in Hobby Lobby and picked up this for 99 cents. It's 4 feet, but I think it does the trick. I bought it in like a cream, white, and this nice red. And they have others, of course, but that was kind of the idea I was looking for. And I added that right here. I tried to sew it on, but it wouldn't stay straight, and I tried 3 times. And so when that fails, you just get a little Alien's tacky glue, and all I did was seriously a tiny, tiny bead right here, because you can still do this, which is what I wanted to do if it was stitched on. And then added a little wooden button from Hobby Lobby. And voila! I was so happy. So happy at that time. I might be having a big mess over here. Oh, can't get rid of that. So once that was done, I think the same day, yeah, I was just on a kick to finish, or FFO. So I got this stitched and finished, and this is what I did my hand-dyed. Oh, there we go. It was like Weeks Navy and Crescent Colorworks Cupid and Toasted Marshmallow. And it looks so darling. I added a button down here. And this fabric I found at Hobby Lobby. I love it. And because I stitched something else on that fabric, which is the flag. I love it. How many times can I say that, right? So there's the red ribbon, and I did the same thing. I just a little bead of glue right to there, and these little tiny buttons. I got these in the sewing section, of course, at Hobby Lobby. There's little tiny ones. But they had come in a pack that had like red, white, and then like red and white polka dotted ones. But I really like those. And I was really happy with this pillow. It took me a while. I stitched it a couple times. Is that I aligned the edges. Look at that. Eee! I was really happy. I was really testing my skills there. And the bottom isn't the greatest, but not so bad. So I did those because once I had those, I was like, I have to have something to put them in. And thankfully, thanks to Miss Yvonne, I had been searching for my dough bowl. And I went to Meijer the other day, and they had this set of wooden trays that came with 3, a large, a medium, and small here. And I love them. They're a little rustic, simplistic. I like just this. It's just cute and easy. I'm using the medium sized one. I can show you without tipping it off. I love it. I've got I don't know what you call it, a sprig of autumn foliage from Hobby Lobby, and I cut it in half and put one piece this way, one piece this way, and then there's a little box of pumpkins and pine cones. And so I bought those, and I had a package of leaves. They're just kind of layered in here, so it's like a nice little bed of autumn goodness. And then these pillows sit, just in there like this. Now, for now, my patriotic ones are in there because I don't have anything else to stick in there. But they don't look that bad all together anyways. But I do hope to have it more themed because, like Yvonne and others, I don't do a whole lot of decorations around the house. I have 4 kids. Things disappear. But I think something like that can be contained and hopefully managed well, and then I can back those up for the season and get out new things for Christmas and Easter and other things as I see need to display new smalls. I'm excited. So next is the 12 Days of Christmas ornaments. I actually did those right after that, but I was so happy to get these done because they were a pain. So I have them all spread out on the computer right now. Or most of them. There it is. They're not in order, so it's gonna. Here's the partridge in a pear tree. It is not square. I wanted it, but this is my first one, and that's okay. There's a little rectangle. Let me tell you, it was a pain to stuff. A little tiny opening to stuff it, and I made a little bow with the fork. And then this little, I don't know, I forget, there's probably a term, but it's like a little cancer loop. And I just sewed it onto the back. And voila, oh, a little button too in the middle, just to give it a little center. But that's how that one turned out. So there's 1, 2 turtle doves, the green ribbon, 3 French hens, 4 turtle doves. Say turtle doves. 4 calling birds. Yeah, I remember that song, don't I? 5 golden rings. At least they were birds, right? This one's kind of hard to see because the two diamonds over here are kind of a cream and a white, because I didn't like the colors they had chosen. 6 geese a laying. Maybe that will help. 7 swans swimming. 8 maids a milking. So I used the different color ribbons, the green, red, and blue. 9 ladies dancing. Oops, I can't. 10 lords a leaping. 11 pipers piping. And 12 drummers drumming. Once they've been completed, I really like how they turned out, because even though they're really, really small, they'll fit well on the tree. They won't break. I won't be afraid that the children will play with them and knock them down. And I think that they'll last for a very long time. So, and just for now, they're all in this little bag so they don't get lost. Oh, and that flag. I did that so quick, I didn't even tell you where I got the flag from. I got it out of a really old magazine, this one here. I got it out of the cross stitcher. I was looking for a date. Oh, well, it just says display until 8/26/03. It's over 15 years old. But again, it's stars and stripes. And that's what they had. And of course, they had your white, red, and royal blue. But I chose those darker colors. I felt they were a little bit more Americana colors instead of the bright, bright colors. And very fast stitch. I think it only took me about 4 days working on that. But again, and this fabric, perfect, right? So yeah, now I can get rid of this magazine because I'm still in the mode to declutter, and I've been going through my stuff, and yeah, I took a stack of stuff to Goodwill, guys, and some of you are probably going, "Yee, I could have sold it." I tried to sell it once, and then I just realized it was a hassle for some of the older magazines, so I got rid of them. I have some things I want to get rid of, but so I showed you everything I worked on. Now I have the only other project I've really worked on would be X-Files. It's in the car, but I'll probably show a picture. Hi. Instead of a picture, I decided to go ahead and come in and show you a quick video. This is Clouds Factory's X-Files, or the X-Files. Really small pattern. I've been doing this in the car and dropping off the kids at school or picking them up, so there's not a whole lot left. Just the outline of files and then getting Scully's hair done, and it will be complete. So yeah, again, X-Files by Clouds Factory, and now let's get back to a regularly scheduled program. It should be done very soon because it's getting to the part where I'm running out of things to stitch in the car, and I'm going to bring it in and finish it. And I think I'm just going to do a simple pillow ornament with that as well. Just need to find some backing fabric that will work well with it. But things I bought. Talked to my husband to let me get a cross stitch crazy because of Peter Rabbit. It's so cute. is the City of Lights, the Paris design. Very cute. But that's a lot of work in that. And it came with a really neat Emma Cotton's summer chart book. Very, very cute little designs in there. I was so excited about this little book, more than some of those in the whole magazine. Of course, I've ordered from Mo again. Glad to hear that she's safe. She was able to head out of Florida for a while during the hurricane, and seems to be getting back to some sort of normal. But I ordered these just before Irma hit. I got them later on, which I didn't care as long as she was okay. But I ordered from, I want to call the Royal line, Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Harry. I love the purple and that, and the brown. Then we have Peter Townsend, and then Queen Mother. There's just a bit brown with that, but I like that. I like how hers tend to have some similarities throughout the collection. And then I ordered some of these ones that are composers. I think almost all these are composers except for one. So I'll take that out. Because I have one Beethoven, but I saw these others. There's like a Chopin and Bach and Puccini, Mahler. There's just all kinds of fun. Mozart, Debussy. I mean, they're fun. Why not, right? And then I ordered one other one because, a gray and pink, because her name is Emily. And I have an Emily. So, just, Mo's. And she had a sale. That was from the Labor Day? Yeah. It's from the Labor Day sale. And you can see I'm holding some fabric. After a stressful day, my husband let me go to my local nail workshop and let me buy some fabric. Really, I mean, this is just an antique white 32 count. This is a 32 count taupe, which seems to be my go-to. And then I did buy one more piece of hand dyed. Can't remember whose fabric this is. See a little bit of the. I wanted something similar to the heroic that I used on those, but without the red and blue, and that's kind of what I got. I'm gonna have to find some more of that. Probably have to go to Picture This Plus. And then I bought. This is on clearance. The only thing I hate about these stickers they put on stuff is it like ruins the image underneath. This is, where does it say? Summer House Stitch Works. And it's like a little postcard looking thing that comes with two patterns, the Eiffel Tower and this little crown, but very simple and cute. And then with all the talks of Walmart getting rid of their of a lot of their DMC floss, people were finding it for $0.25, people are finding it for 10 cents, and then people were finding it for 2 cents, and I'm like, wow. I think somebody already cleared out my Walmart, but I did find two in a clearance aisle, and they did bring up 2 cents, a $9.39 and a $7.38, which I'm sure I can put to use. So yeah, that was my haul from the 2-cent Walmart floss. Okay, I have the whole collection, so I'm not worried about not having anything. Oh, and then of course when I was at my local needle workshop, pack of needles. This time I bought the Peacemakers. Because I can't remember how much I liked it, but the eye seems pretty large on those. I like that. Okay. Oh, and this, I got something in the mail. It freaked me out at first because, um, especially with the talks of like the security leaks of people's information through a creditor. Um, I'm not usually too worried about it, but then I got an email saying your order has been shipped. I'm like, what did I buy? I didn't buy anything. And I freak out and I go and realize it's a Target order that I ordered back in March. Yes, March. And this is something that I ordered. It was supposed to be shipped in May and it got delayed and said it would ship in September and I forgot about it until my email went, and I'm so happy it came. It's my Thomas Kincade Disney Dreams coloring book. I will be one of the first to say I wouldn't pay full price for a coloring book, but once I realized they were releasing this, I had to have it. To see her on the front cover made me very happy, since I have already stitched Snow White. But there is just, oh my goodness, guys. I could show you the whole thing. There's even things in here I have not seen, even on their website. I really like this Peter Pan. And I like how they show you the painting over here and then the drawing on this side. I mean, it's almost too good to color in, like Dumbo. Again, not one of my favorites as a kid, but that painting is stunning. And here's Snow White. They have Tangled and Winnie the Pooh in here, and Alice in Wonderland. That would be one I would love to stitch, just because of the way I saw it painted. The Little Mermaid. Oh, it is so dorky that a coloring book just makes me happy. Oh, got a lot of Latin. This is a coloring book I would have just loved to have as a kid. Here's a new Snow White that I have never seen. It's kind of as if you're in the mining tunnel that they are in, looking through that to the cottage. It's when I saw that I was like, wait, I haven't seen that. It's a Mickey Mouse for those who can't have Disney without Mickey Mouse. Oh, this one of Lumiere and Cogsworth. See, I can do this all day. And there's a nice Jungle Book one. That's another one I would love to have seen stitched. But there was one more. Oh, there's Pinocchio, since I've been working on him. But yeah, it came. I was so happy. So, yay for pre-ordering and forgetting about it. It made for the best surprise. Um, and just today, or last night, I bought a few things at Hobby Lobby. Nothing great, just some 16 count cream and white Ada. And a kit that was like $4 with everything in it. Oh, and some fuchsia root dye for 89¢. Why not, right? So I have also barely worked on Peter Rabbit. The kids kind of stepped on the magazine and tore it up. It's done. But it happens. But I got it taped and it's fine. So, oh, I know. I don't think I showed you. I don't think I had it for the last video. This. I bought it at Hobby Lobby. There was somebody else who's shown this, and I forget her name. But she was going to college down in Louisiana, and I love this size. They make a larger one that I've seen at Joann's that's double this, but I love this. A nice handle so you can stack it up, you can lay it down. But with the dividers, I have it separated for my fabrics, 1428 count, 1632, 1836, and then anything higher like 22 count. And I find this is, for right now, is easier to store some fabric in, so I can look based on size. Because now a lot of my projects, as I'm looking through, we're using up a lot of 16 and 32 count. So now I know what I need to look for, which is why I bought these two. And some are dyed, some aren't, and I dye some of my own as needed. Of trying to finish things, I was ironing, and I was ironing like a mad woman. I was using my ironing board plugged in my iron, hadn't used it in maybe a month or so, and I was ironing the fabric, the linen that the flag and the United States of America was on. And as I was ironing it, I noticed it burned, and I was like, whoa, and it melted the polyester thread that was around the edge serge. And I was like, well, okay, maybe I just have the temperature up a little too high and I'll be careful. So I wiped off my iron, cleaned it up, but I decided let's not iron my stuff just yet. And I put the iron on my ironing board for like 1 second. 1 second, seriously. And this is what happened. For 1 second, I thought I had a heart attack. And luckily, none of my cross stitch was ruined or had any residue on it. I've just come to the understanding that my iron had exceeded its time in my house, and I disposed of it and got a new iron, which works so well. And I thought I could live a day without the iron, but I was finishing. I was FFOing, and I couldn't just stop. So I went out and bought a new iron and a new ironing board cover, and I love it. It's just cute little, nothing special, but I like it. But yeah, really glad it didn't ruin any of my stuff, because I was ironing 5 different pieces. I had the Christmas ornaments out, that was being ironed. The linen with those two, Peter, and there was something else. Oh, the Power Rangers. So now I am on to October. I did this last year out of a whim, out of just one of those moments where I was going crazy and I wanted to do something significant. And May is not my time. I know a lot of you do Stitch Mania, and that's great. May is too crazy with the kids having into school year stuff, and I'm prepping for usually my son's birthday in spring fever where the kids are always outside. I don't have time. So October seemed to be a natural time for me to go, I want to stitch, I want to stitch, I want to stitch, I want to stitch. And usually it was for Christmas presents or something that I was like, I really need to start this now. So that started last year, and I started like 10 new projects. Yeah. Most of them were for teachers, which was really helpful because I was only had to stitch work on 2 a little after the new year. So it did prove itself to be very helpful. So I want to do it again. Well, here, we've seen this. I have moved some my kits in here ready to go. Some of this is other things, but I have plenty to choose from. Plus, I have a 1, 2, 3 stitch order coming. It should be here on Monday, but I'll show you. So these are all here. They're ready and waiting. And fabric, which is why I've been on the kick to finish as much as I can, because if I want to start all these, I really do want to have some finishes. I'm okay with whips. I used to be a 1 whip at a time, and I'm okay with having whips, but I do need to see some accomplishments through some other things before I had a whole bunch more. But then I have those, like I said, I have those other kits for my sister that I've shown in the past. So there's a couple, 2 or 3 kits that I could work on. Just looking over there on my whip board. Yeah, so it seems like a very uneventful couple weeks, even though I have done a lot of FFOing, having to get those done. Hey guys, I also got my package from 123 Stitch in the mail while editing this video, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you what I got. The things I ordered that were for Christmas gifts, these 2 will be for my husband's twin daughters for Christmas ornament, hopefully. This one is for the one who loves to play basketball. That's better. And it's got a little basketball charm on it. It's called Love Hoops. And it doesn't say the size, but that looks like it's on 28 count, and I will probably do it on 32. So, and then couldn't resist a Mill Hill kit from the Spring Bouquet, the baseball mitt. Now she loves playing softball, so we're going to turn this into a softball. I just need to change a couple colors, so I think that this will be just awesome when it's done. This is what I waited for in order to make this order. For a while it was out of stock. I kept checking and stalking their website and eventually emailed them and asked them, and they told me when they were anticipating getting it in stock, and they did. Then that's when I placed the order, and I was waiting. And then since I made a gift for the music teacher last year, he had since changed schools, so I already had a plan B that if I needed another music teacher gift, that it would be this Noel kit. I just think that looks so much fun, and this teacher can hang it in her classroom, or she can take it home, or there's many choices, but I love call music. And then I ordered 2 threads, nothing fancy, 2 classic Colorworks. Use brick and shamrock, which are for a Trail Creek farm. Be thankful or so thankful. And I bought alternate colors, and I wasn't sure if I really liked them, so I went ahead and bought the originals or what was requested to see if I liked those better. But yeah, I just didn't want to wait a whole month to show you what I got. but now I get to stitch with them. And those 3 kits are something I plan on doing with Outrageous October and getting these at least started. I mean, they're really, really, really small. I could probably have this one done in a couple of days. This one probably within a week, and same thing with this. So again, excitement. Yay! Another time. So I showed you these that I have some thread for. So there's 1, 2, 3, and fabric for those. 4, 5. Where's the stitch? I lost count now. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. My fabric for him. This is gonna be like 8, 9, 10, and 11. Really, those twinkling trimming ornaments that I bought the beads and stuff for. There's Password 12, which has been waiting for me to start this Lizzie Kate. Seriously, I need to start this. I can always start Moonlight Hair. I have almost all the threads for that. Okay, I lied. I have one more thing for my Outrageous October / magazine. This cross stitch and needlework, World of Cross Stitch, from October of last year. When this came out, I was like, I love this. I want to do it. First of all, I have plans to do this spooktacular wall hanging kind of piece. And I have the threads all set aside for that, ready to go. But then I thumbed through and found this one. It's called Things That Go Boo. And I love these. I decided, it was Thursday night, to hand dye some fabric. Thursday afternoon. So I got out some of my Rit dye, went to the kitchen, and hand dyed a couple pieces. For the witch piece, this purple made, it's a 32 count. That was fun. And then this green kind of piece, which has a purple splotch on it, but it's not so bad. And it's got a little bit of a yellow brownish tone over here. And that one's going to be for the kind of the haunted house. I had made an orange piece, and my 8-year-old son, is accident prone with markers. He had a dry erase marker, not sure what he was doing. We've had a discussion already. And he put a black, or it was like a blue, and it's like a dot, like almost seriously in the center. And I was like, I was frustrated, not gonna lie. It wouldn't wash out. Just wouldn't. So after I already some questions about how I dyed the fabric, and that happened, I was like, well, I guess I will be showing some pictures on how I dye, how I hand dye. So I went out and bought another piece of 32 count linen, and I dyed another orange, which is really close to what I had before. just a subtle, well, and that of course will be for the pumpkin one here. But because I forgot that there was a fourth pattern, which I wasn't planning on stitching until this happened. I'll try to cover up the, I made a yellow one, kind of a moonlight yellow for the owl. So now I have 4 pieces, a yellow, an orange, and the purple. It's all colors that I think say Halloween when you look at them. But I dyed one more because I had a little piece left. And I've been really wanting to do something for Hocus Pocus, but couldn't find the right kind of green. I kept finding nice oranges. So then this became what I dyed, and I think that will work out just fine. So, but how I dye my fabric, it just depends on what I'm doing it for. Since I knew I wanted some monochromatic tones, I got the colors I wanted to use, and I would like to water them down just a tiny bit at first. Okay, I water it down just a little bit at first, and I mix my colors if I need to. And then, just like others, I scrunch it up. And then I had those little condiment cups, and I stuck them in there, and I sat them there for a minute. And then I rinse. And if I don't like what I have, I will dip again and scrunch. And then sometimes I'll do darker color in order to have that, that darker modeling. Now for this green, you can see some of those spots are really dark. I microwaved this. And those are the only 2 that I did. There's only 2 I did this on. This piece and the purple piece. 10-15 seconds. And I rinse, and that's what I got. And I like it. And then I did dip them into just a tiny bit of softener, so they weren't so stiff. And it did help. And then I ironed them dry. And I mean, they're pretty close to being color fast. I rinsed and rinsed and rinsed, and then I ironed them. So they should, hopefully they'll stitch out really well, because it's just black thread, except for that one for Hocus Pocus. But yeah, that I promise is all of my October plans. All the other projects I should work on for my sister. I have, like I said, I have something coming from 1-2-3 Stitch. That would be for a couple of Christmas presents. 2 Christmas presents and a teaching gift. Yeah, I don't know who to start all these, and I don't have as rigid plan as I did last year, where I had a plan. I just know I wanna do these, and I would love to start, and hoping to get some good finishes through October, or at least get a couple of finishes through October with these smalls, because these are fun. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of FFOing, so now it is time, and I am so happy to say it has been 3 years since I have been on Flosstube. So I know, I don't remember the exact date, but I have passed my Flosstube Anniversary, is what I was calling it. And it has been a long time since I have done a giveaway. I think the last time I did it was at like 300 subscribers, but I've just not been in a place where I was able to give things away or mail things off. but I am now. You ready? I have some things that somebody is hopefully going to be really, really happy to receive. A lucky winner will get this heart hanger project called 1,000 Years of Stitch Design. All the instructions are inside. I have a copy of Cross Stitch and Needlework. One of my favorite issues, by the way, because it has a Brooks book, which in here, and some other Halloween designs, cute owls. I mean, just some really fun stuff. Okay. I have an unopened kit by Munchkins. Welcome to the Funny Farm. Kind of cute. I have an unopened kit. This was made for Joann's, but it's an angel ornament, and I have something very similar to this. And this has got two Santas on her dress, and it has everything you need inside to complete. And since it's Halloween, I have Countdown to Candy, a complete unopened kit. And this I had shown in my last video with all the glare. Is this Mill Hill kit, Simply Sensation Stitches Friendly Trio. It's on 11 count, but it has everything you need inside, from the silk to the ribbon to the threads to the buttons. I mean, we're talking major buttons, like big buttons, okay? And the little bag that it comes in. And we have Lizzie Kate, Welcome Baby, which you can do boy or girl. And Welcome Tooth Fairy. As well as 10 skeins of silk Krinnik, or Krinnik silk, excuse me. Very beautiful pastel colors, which also comes with a pattern inside. So, how to win this? I think I like what people have done in the past recently, where it's no mention of a giveaway, because I have agreed with others as well that I really like this to be somebody who does watch my videos, and not some random person who decides to watch a giveaway video. That being said, good luck to everyone. You do have to be 18 or older, or I need your parents' permission. I will ship internationally. Just beware in case of how much it might cost. It may take me an extra week maybe to ship this off. But yeah, I want to make, pass along and make somebody happy with some stitchy goodness. So if you watch, you have a chance to win. Let's comment with something like, will you participate in Outrageous October with me? I don't have a Facebook group. I don't anticipate on doing one. Will you do something on your own? Or do you feel like there's some projects that you would like to start and just get them started in October? I like to do 10. That's my goal, but you can do whatever you want. Just kind of like Mania, just doing something in October, Outrageous October. Yeah, comment below if you are wanting to participate in an outrageous October of your own, and let's let this go till October 20th. That's when my children are done with their fall break, and I will probably draw sometime on the 21st, maybe. But again, 18 or older, no mention, please, of the giveaway, and comment below if you plan on doing anything for Outrageous October. I really want to thank you guys again for watching and subscribing, because it's been 3 years, and even though I haven't posted a whole lot in the recent months, I want to share this. And I'm FFOing. I'm doing smalls, and I think I told I think I said on Facebook, but I found a new kind of love for those, because first I thought, oh, why waste your time on a small? Well, not only do you get it done earlier, you get to create, this neat little, a pillow or a flat, and it's cute. So I want to wish you guys all a good weekend, happy October, and wish you guys all luck. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.